Welcome back, and joining us today is the Adult Literacy Tutors Association, a non-profit in existence since 1992, providing the only comprehensive structured adult literacy program in this country. And since March 2020, the Alta services have since switched to providing free literacy classes virtually through their Alta V program, as in Alta via Zoom. This morning, we are talking to Alta tutor Chela B. Mull, and hopefully we'll be joined by student Renison Wilson, who will tell us more about his own experience. But good morning, Chela.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on set.
Yeah, so tell us, I imagine the V is for virtual. So tell us all about, well, maybe we should start with maybe an overview of Alta for those who are not very familiar. If those who've been living under a rock for some time, that's the only way you could not know of Alta. So tell us a little bit about Alta services.
Sure, thank you. All right, so Alta, the Adult Literacy Tutors Association, is a non-profit organization in existence since 1992. It is the only comprehensive structured adult literacy program in Trinidad and Tobago. Since March 2020, we've begun free virtual, as you said, virtual classes throughout our Alta V program.
Okay, great. So tell us about the Alta V program and how that's been going, because it seems you made that switch immediately. Because if you're talking about March 2020, that is when everything started. And I know some people took a while to catch up, but it seems you were able to do it in an instant. How did you do that?
We had a very organized method. We realized that we had to get on board immediately, especially with the pandemic, addressing issues of health and safety for our students and for our teachers. So what we did is that we started with WhatsApp. We provided a little tool for students in terms of testing the waters with WhatsApp, and then we transitioned to Zoom, and it went very well. I mean, we have virtual classes. We also have an online program as well, which is separate and apart from the virtual classes, and it's going well. Our tutors were trained in terms of providing virtual teaching or virtual tutoring. Our students were coached as to what to expect, how to log on to WhatsApp. Yes, I said log on to WhatsApp, and then yes, and then how to, move to Zoom in terms of we would send a link and they would click on the link, and then we provided like netiquette as to what to say, what not to say, in terms of having this kind of like virtual behavior in the classroom. It's going well, and so far we have many students who are preferring the virtual classroom. We still have some students who prefer the face-to-face, but we're doing well. We're doing well.
I'm curious to find out about access, because that has been one of the issues, even for employees who've had to work remotely, even for university students who we'd probably be inclined to make assumptions about in terms of having devices, etc. It turned out many didn't. How did your students manage to find the access both to the internet and to the devices required?
And that's a very good question, because traditional schools speak about having a device, speak about using a laptop or a desktop. Many of our students struggled with a smartphone. Some of our students did not have a smartphone, which is why we started with WhatsApp. We tried to make things as easy as possible for our students. So persons, using their smartphone would log on. They would probably access data somewhere, and our classes are 2 hours, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad for them in terms of being online and having access for those 2 hours.
And in terms of the engagement, you're also a tutor, did you find it very difficult delivering this curriculum now, especially we're talking now about literacy, reading and writing. How challenging has that been for you as a tutor?
It's not at all, because I'm up to date. I'm keeping up with the times, and I'm realizing that going virtual is the way to go. So it's just a matter of creating content. We have a fixed curriculum that we work with. It was about transitioning our exercises in a way that it could be delivered online. So the key was understanding behavior. In a physical classroom, you're able to assess your students, you're able to gauge reactions, etc. So it's a little bit difficult. So I would say that as a tutor going forward, it's about having that level of empathy, or as we say, that level of emotional intelligence to support the classroom management skill.
Well, I'm very happy that we have student Renison Wilson here with us who can tell us from his student perspective what the experience of joining Alta's classes online has been like. Renison, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Good
Great to
morning,
have
Miss Sheila.
great to have you with us. So we just got a sense from Sheila as to what her experience as a tutor has been like. I'm very interested to learn what it's been like for you.
Well, Alta has been, wonderful. It's a God bless program for all dyslexic persons like myself. Sometimes it could be challenging because we have to put vowels and consonants together to blend our words to make a word and also to make a sentence, right? And one of my tutors always used to tell me that is practice makes perfect. So, as I go along, it will be a little hectic, meaning with my brain and etc. Right? We usually have to take time out to collect ourselves and say this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It sounds like you've
So
made the most of the opportunity as well to go online. What have you learned?
yes.
What have you learned in this period, like about yourself and your own ability to adapt?
Well, I learned about myself that um, there's nothing that I cannot do unless I don't put my effort into it, right? So when the pandemic came in, I was like, how school, because I was anxious to go back out to school, into the Alta program. And then one day, one of my tutors has messaged me on WhatsApp, and they told me that they were going virtual now, and it's like God answer my prayers because I want to continue my reading and writing exercises with Alta.
So at no point were you intimidated by going online?
No, no, not really, not really.
Okay, that's great. And Chela, we hear that there's a new program that has started, Alta Online. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. All right. So Alta Online is our web-based program of literacy instruction built around Caribbean life skills content. It is designed for independent use by persons aged 10 and over who have low-level reading and spelling skills. So persons must access a computer or laptop and internet to use the program. Alta Online uses video, audio, and pictures to teach, followed by interactive activities and games to practice what was taught. It's important to note that there are no tutors. Unlike Alta Virtual, there are no tutors on the Alta Online program. So Alta Online is available 24/7, and therefore students can log in anytime to do some minutes or some hours of literacy learning. I must tell you also that Alta Online, unlike Alta Virtual, which is free, Alta Online has no cost. And this is because the program replaces instruction offered at workplaces and through sponsored projects. So Alta Online costs $600 a book. When a student does 3 books, the equivalent of 3 terms in an academic year, they complete a literacy level.
Ah, okay. So how do folks register, and is there a deadline to register for this?
Well, we're currently registering students for our Alta classes, which will be starting on Monday, the 13th of September. Therefore, persons can register for a class by calling this number, 780-1990. That is 708-1990, 708-1990.
And is this the first time Alta is having an offering for young people? Because we know your focus has been adult literacy. But
Yes.
is this the first time we're seeing this kind of content being rolled out for younger folks?
Well, it's the first time that we're rolling out content in the form of the Alta Online program. So we started a year ago, roughly a year ago, with one of the books, book 1. We completed book 2, and we were supposed to finish book 3 by the end of September.
Okay, fantastic. Well, good luck. And
Thank you,
Renison,
thank you.
I also
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
say good luck to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your experience online. Are you looking forward to going back to the classroom?
I'm very excited, very, very.
Well,
Very
yes, because
excited.
guess who's his tutor?
Okay, great. Well, all the
Very
best to you
excited.
all.
And I would
Yes.
like to encourage both parties, both the Ministry of Education and the Alta board as well, to, you know, go back to the drawing board to make steps, because we know it's from the age 10 to the adult stage, but let us go a little younger, right? Go
Fantastic.
a little younger, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Renison. And all
Thank
the
you.
best to you all and to Alta, of course, and to the team for the work, the very important work they do in our communities. And we head
I
to another
applaud them.
break. And as we head to another break, we want to see what's happening this time on Arapita Avenue. So far, at least what I'm seeing here looks rather clear. Yes? We'll be back. Stay with us.